is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Vucevic is out there with Sam Hauser. Then there's Brown. Then it's White. And it's Shireman in at the shooting guard. And for Los Angeles, the guard pair will be Doncic and Reeves. Smart is out there with James. And it's Ayton in at center. James outside. And Greg, we don't expect the pace to be fast tonight. These teams operate in the half court, don't they?
Exactly. There's so much transition offense in this league. It's interesting to watch teams execute in the half court.
So it's the Celtics now, after Marcus Smart missing on that last three-pointer. Vucevic finds Hauser. Smart with the steal. And James gets it to go on the assist from Smart.
At this point in time, you have to understand that if LeBron James is on the inside, he has so many ways to beat you. A little contact's not going to do anything.
Now here's Brown. High post Vucevic. Pass to White. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
You can count on Vucevic to make a few clever handoffs. He sees what's happening at all times.
Smart with this screen on White. Doncic way outside. The rebound by the Celtics.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Shireman. Pass to Brown. Outside, White. And the three off target. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Oh, Ayton in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I like how Ayton makes himself a big target on these alley-oops. Just a quality finish.
Now, Hauser. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Shireman. Shot clock at 6. White, wide open. He fires. Hits the three-point bomb. White's got 5 points so far.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Back to James. Poked away. It's White on the wing. He's covered by Ayton. Brown outside. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Here's Brown after the basket by the Lakers, and the shot goes down.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Smart finds Doncic. Back to Smart, but 3. And Boston with the rebound. Vucevic with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Vucevic to the pass to White. Pass to Hauser. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. The rebound by James. Lakers trail by 3. Doncic with a screen on White. James. And another basket for the Lakers.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Outside, James. Back to Doncic. Launches it. Vucevic with the rebound.
and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now, here's Vucevic. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to Denver. Fade away. Luka Doncic grabs the miss.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
And that one's good, Ayton.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, earlier I spoke with J.J. Redick. Right away we got to talking about Jaylen Brown, and he said he's going to make trouble for us, but with strong coverage and fast rotations, I think we'll do a good job limiting his production. Some confident words from Coach on how they'll slow down Brown's output tonight. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Here's Doncic. After the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Pass to Ayton. Three-pointer on the way. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Celtics leading by 3. And here's White. Here's Shireman. Guarded by Smart. Outside, White. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Shireman. And the layup's good off the glass.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Reeves outside. On the wing, Doncic. And the layup is good.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
And so White will bring it up for the Celtics. 3-point lead. There's a screen. Brown wide open. He fires. Knocks down the 3-ball. Brown's got 9.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
LeBron James on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. James has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Once the last 3 went in, I looked at LBJ and I was like, yo, I think he's going to try and respond.
Here's White. Pass to Hauser. Here's Shireman. Now Hauser. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Reeves outside. Back to Doncic. 3-pointer and another 3 for the Lakers.
And there's no shortage of fight in Doncic. He's a counterpuncher. Hit him with a 3, and he is coming right back at you.
Hauser with the ball. Covered by LeBron. Brown feeling it out a bit. Here's White. They get the rebound. Here's Vucevic. James with some nice D.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Reeves can't hit. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Suns.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
Here's Ayton. Following the basket by Derek White. Takes the 3. Reeves can't hit. Celtics leading by 5. And for 2 seasons running, Richard, the Lakers have bowed out in the first round. How do they change that and go further?
Well, now they've been able to balance this roster a little better, adding some size up front. That was something that really hurt them last year against the Wolves.
Now, here's Brown. 23 points for him the last game against Denver. Ayton against Brown. Doncic outside. Banked in off the glass. Doncic has got 7 points in the game.
And inside, Luka knows the bucket is there, so he is willing to fight for it.
White dishes to Brown. Pass to Vucevic. Over Ayton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. that one on Ayton. Now that we have over half of this season completed, Greg, what are you most interested in seeing moving forward?
I'm looking at which teams are going to make that playoff push, right? And which teams are content with slipping into the lottery. A lot will be determined over the next few weeks.
He misses the free throw. The Celtics have been a title contender for years now. So, RJ, what do you attribute that to?
Well, their talent level has been off the charts. But something else you can point to is their defense. The Celtics have been an elite defensive team for over a decade.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Hachimura comes in for James. Jake LaRavia is checked in for Marcus Smart. And it's Kennard in for Austin Reeves.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He's been good as gold up until that point.
Here's Doncic. Up and in on the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
On the wing, Brown. 6 feet out. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Celtics lead by 3.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. A nice shot by Doncic. Doncic has got 11 points.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
Kennard against Brown. Pass to Walsh. Lets the 3 fly. Brown, no good.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Now, here's Kennard. Still without a basket. Doncic, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
It's Brown on the wing. Kennard covering. Hauser misses. And here's Hayes. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. They grab their own miss. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Back to Pritchard. This ball movement by Boston. Pass to Brown. The 3. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 14.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Doncic outside. Now, here's Kennard. And Hayes kicks to Hachimura. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Brown outside. The 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll return shortly. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
On the floor for Boston, we've got Peyton Pritchard. And it's Keita in at the 5. Hachimura with a screen on Pritchard. Pass to Kennard. Puts it up from 17. Rebound Boston. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Yeah, the reserves added another dimension to their offense, and the opposition had no answers on how to slow them down.
And the Lakers have possession, following the bucket by the Celtics. Reeves finds Laravia. That three off the mark. Celtics leading by 7. Queta, the pass to Pritchard. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now here's Hayes. They need this. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
The all-around game of Reeves continuing to develop. You just love that pass.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the Celtics making a change here. Garza's checked in.
Jackson Hayes.
One shot.
That free throw good from Hayes. So, Richard, you hear the phrase hold time, how long players hold the ball over the course of a game. Walk us through that.
Guys with longer hold times are typically shot creators for their team, or they are post-up players. If you have a shorter hold time, that means you are catch and shoot, catch and decision make very quickly.
No problems knocking that one down.
You gotta respect the three-point shooting of Reeves. He can be dangerous from there.
Richard with the ball. He's got 5. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Hachimura kicks to Kanar. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And right there, you see the decision-making ability of Hachimura. Sets his man up perfectly.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Checked in for Los Angeles. Now let's take a look now at some of the most explosive players in the NBA lately. The highest scoring small forwards of the past month. Second, Jaylen Brown.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
There's so many great scorers at the small forward spot in the NBA. To make this list, you got to have a ridiculous amount of firepower.
Now here's Brown. He's got 14.
And we've watched Brown blossom into a talented scorer, someone who's capable of shouldering that entire offensive load.
Boston shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting for Boston, Jaylen Brown. Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good from Brown.
A fearless athlete. Jaylen Brown competes every single night on both sides of the ball. Something you want as a teammate.
James checked in for Smith. And Brown drops them both. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Pass to Hachimura. Back to Reeves. Inside, here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Here's Pritchard. He has 7. Here's Queta. There's Brown with the 3. Cash money, Brown with the tray.
one of the premier scoring wings in the NBA. Jaylen Brown is at it again.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, Kevin. Lakers coach J.J. Redick has brought an attention to detail to this team. Austin Reeves said, quote, set that foundation of doing stuff the right way, and if we do that, we can be a really good team. Redick said it's important to always emphasize the things that you want. That hopefully becomes part of your identity. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Marcus Smart's checked in for James. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Well, here in the second quarter, he's starting to dial up his aggressiveness as far as working himself to the free throw line.
And Keita gets it to go. And the Celtics lead by 6.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't. And most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles.
Vanderbilt.
Now here's Smart. Scoreless thus far. Hayes finds Smart. 5 on the clock. From deep, Reeves. The rebound by Keita.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Pass to Brown from the arc. Miss number 4 for him from the floor. 7 for 11 field goal attempts. Hachimura the pass to Reeves. From downtown. And Shireman pulls it down.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
And here's White. Here's Shireman. And here's Brown outside. That shot is no good. His 5th miss now in 12 tries. White against Smart. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, we'll see how they respond after that weak performance. It should tell us a lot about their character as a team.
Here's Reeves. 14 points from him the last game against Phoenix. Over to the left wing. Here's Smart. Los Angeles with another miss. Celtics leading by 6. Here's White. Sinks the triple. White's got 10.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Lakers with some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. James comes in for Hachimura. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Austin Reeves. Sam Hauser's checked in for the Celtics. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 9 points. James outside. Back to Doncic. To end the drought. Los Angeles with another miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Shireman. Here's White. And White with the stuff.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now here's LeBron. And they double up LeBron. The strength and power of James down low.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Now Hauser. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. From past the arc. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. Pass to Smart. Picked his pocket. Here's Queta. He's covered by Ayton. And Queta gets it to go. Queta's got the lead up to 11 now for Boston.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now, here's Doncic, coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. Hauser the pass to White. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Ayton.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Hachimura is checked in, and a change for the Celtics. Vucevic is checked in. And let's not forget, RJ, you were second in the Rookie of the Year voting. I haven't forgotten it. But when you go back to that time, what was the key in your adjustment process?
Well, one thing that really helped me out is I played 3 years of high-level college basketball. Most rookies don't get that experience, and it makes it a little bit harder for them to transition to the pro game.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Hauser misses. Lakers trail by 14. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. Vucevic gets double teamed. Here's White. No good from outside. The Lakers shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. James looking it over. Shoots over White, and LeBron James gets it to go. LeBron's got 11 points.
That's a terrific set that they just ran.
Pass to Shireman. Here's the three. Connects from three-point range.
And what a find by Brown, demonstrating a willingness to create for teammates.
And Los Angeles guys shooting at just about an even 40% from the field for the second quarter. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Los Angeles making a switch here. Reeves is checked in. And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. DeAndre Ayton is second.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Reeves left side. Pass to LeBron. Ayton sets the pick for LeBron. And again, no good by the Lakers. Boston leading by 15. On the wing, Brown. Guarded by Smart. Fires from 14. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
And here is Los Angeles now. Our next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Ayton, good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists in the game.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Here's Hauser. And the Celtics another 3.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Now here's LeBron. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
Here's White. Brown right side. Just 5 on the clock. Over Smart, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
And so far, Brown has been dialed in and is showing no signs of letting up.
Pass to Ayton. Reeves outside. The tray. And it's Derek White with the rebound.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
To the paint. It's tipped. Vucevic. And he banks in the layup. Vucevic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Hard to deny Vooch inside when he can play over or through you.
Pass to Ayton. To the inside. Here's Reeves. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And they've gotten away from the inside game this quarter. It was working well for them in the first. They should get back to that game plan. Work it inside and punish the D down low.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
Free throw good. Reeves.
Austin Reeves shows you what can happen with hard work and the right mindset. He hustles hard, and the results, well, they speak for themselves.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Vucevic. Nice ball movement by Boston. There's the triple. And it's White missing. And here is Ayton. Doncic way outside. Misses the deep three-point attempt. And so it's Boston with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Right back after this break.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings.
You look at the Celtics. I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first-half performance for the Boston Celtics.
It starts with their rebounding. They're controlling the glass. That gives you those extra possessions.
Yeah, they're doing the dirty work, plain and simple.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Celtics leading by 19. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reeves. James is out there with Ayton, and it's Smart in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5. Here's Shireman. Back to Brown. Clock at 6. Over Smart. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Smart finds Doncic. To the paint. Kicks it out to James. Off target with his 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
When LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be, what will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Lakers trail by 19.
Yo, watch Brown.
Here in this 3rd quarter, just over a minute play. Smart, wide open, he fires. Offline with his 3.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Now here's Smart, still without a basket. Pass to Doncic. And they double up Doncic. And here's Reeves outside. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight. Celtics leading by 16. White the pass to Hauser. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Boston, no good that time either.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Doncic right at the doorstep.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, well, he is almost unguarded.
It's Brown on the wing, guarded by Smart. Brown against Smart. Brown with the bucket. Brown's got 25 points.
Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Here's James. Oh, Ayton in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
It's hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Now take a look at some of the numbers for Jaylen Brown.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Pass to Shireman. Vucevic dishes to Brown. It's good from the top of the key. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Got to be cognizant of where Brown is at all times because this man will torch you.
Smart kicks to Doncic. Ayton, the pass to Reeves. From deep LeBron. 3-ball. LeBron James.
Their 3-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Brown with a screen on Doncic. Here's White. Brown trying to free himself up. White, good. White's got 20.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about
it. White against Doncic. Ayton, the pass to Reeves. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go with the 3. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
White, good.
Selfless player, Vucevic finding his man all alone.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Luka Doncic has studied LeBron James' game for a long time, and now they're teammates. Luka said, "It's a dream come true. I always look up to him. I think we both make our teams better. Our IQ is very high. Just having two guys like that on the court helps the whole team out." Back to you guys.
Quite a tandem. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Brown's shot is good.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
White against Doncic. Outside, Smart. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Assertive basketball. Ayton getting after it on the offensive glass, using his size to his advantage.
Outside, White. Pass to Brown. Now, Hauser. Covered by LeBron. Vucevic down low. Ayton's there.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Luka Doncic. Averaging about 32 points a game, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, they rely on his production night in and night out. There are times when he absolutely carries them.
And the first one drops.
Vooch doesn't get to the line as much as you would expect, but he does shoot a good number from there.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. Lakers trail by 18. Reeves outside. LeBron is screen on White. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Now here's White. He's got 22. Brown outside. Count it. Brown's got 32 points in the game.
Oh, he's flexing on that finish. These kind of buckets get Brown going.
Reeves outside. Back to James. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries. There's White. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Pass to Brown for the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. James has got 4 rebounds now tonight. On the wing, Reeves. He's covered by Brown. Reeves the pass to LeBron. Outside for Smart. And it's off from 3-point range.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Here's Shireman. He's got 5. Shot clock at 5. Here's White. And they pick up 2. White's got 6 in the quarter.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
The Lakers moving the ball around. And it's James missing. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for Boston. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. They get it back.
I love that LeBron is still willing to go up and challenge at the rim. He's still got that fire for an old man.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
Hayes, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Hachimura comes in for Austin Reeves.
Take a break.
The Celtics
2
also
shots.
with a sub. Pritchard, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. Free throw drops for Vucevic. And he makes both free throws.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Doncic passes to Smart. Back to Doncic. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to Hauser. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Hachimura's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they're winning, but it hasn't been because of him. He can't throw it in the ocean so far.
It's James atop the key. Now, here's Doncic. Buries the long-range jumper. Doncic has got 18 points.
And it's so hard to take away the 3 from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around you.
Now here's White. He's got 24, and the basket by Hauser.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Lakers trail by 19. Pass to Hachimura. Outside, James. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Now Pritchard. Hauser with the ball. 5 points in the game. They set the pick from outside the arc. LeBron grabs the miss. And for the Lakers, they're shooting it beautifully here in the third. 56% from the field. And Hayes throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. At over 40 years old, Richard, the way LeBron James is still able to impact the game is absolutely incredible.
And just for context, through NBA history, the averages for a player once he turns 40 are 6 points and 3 rebounds. LeBron is blowing that out of the water.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the three-pointer by Boston. And that one's good. Doncic.
Great quarter at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's Pritchard. He's got 7. Hauser. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And Los Angeles with some changes. Jake LaRavia is checked in for LeBron. Luke Kennard comes in for Marcus Smart. And it's Austin Reeves in for Doncic. .153 left here in the third quarter. Pritchard against Reeves. Hachimura kicks to Kennard. Pulls up. And Pritchard pulls it down.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. Bucket is good. Pritchard's got 9.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Reeves. 9 points in the game so far. And it's LaRavia missing. Celtics leading by 22. Here's Queta. Pass to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Brown. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Hachimura, the pass to LaRavia. To stop the run, pass to Kennard. No good with the triple. Boston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Now Pritchard. 9 points in the game so far. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Celtics, and his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We come back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. We've got Brown. He's out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Walsh in at the 4 spot.
You got to finish strong whenever you can. Reeves does not waste that opportunity.
Pritchard with the ball. Into the lane. Back to Gonzalez. There's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Got to at least show a little heart out here.
From deep, Reeves.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Brown. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Getting the hoop and the harm. That's tremendous body control from Brown.
And as the NBA gets more involved in global basketball,
One shot.
Richard, you and I were just talking about this. Commissioner Silver wondering about shortening games to 40 minutes. What are your thoughts?
Well, in the game of 2K, I think the sweet spot is about a 5-minute quarter. But in real life, if you change 48 minutes, there will be a revolt.
Lakers shooting straight 49% from the field. On the wing, Reeves. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Nice concentration from Reeves. Never loses focus despite the contact.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Outside, Gonzalez. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. That one good for 2.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Now here's Brown. Fades away. And it's LaRavia with the rebound. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. To the middle. Pass to Queta. Well, we all love teams going all in to win. But, Richard, some teams run that risk, and it does not work out.
But that's the risk. These windows are so small. If you believe that you have a chance to go all in, or if you have a 2-year window, it's okay to leverage the future in hopes of getting it done now.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Round the pass to Pritchard. Pulls it up. Again, the miss by the Celtics. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Kata. Kennard covering. Pass to Walsh. They need this one. Boston again missing. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Laravia finds Vanderbilt. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Reeves outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Kennard. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Vanderbilt the pass to Reeves. Now Kennard. Nailed from three-point land.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope. When just a little while ago, it looked like hope was lost.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Some changes for the Lakers. James checked in for Vanderbilt. Marcus Smart comes in for Luke Kennard. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Austin Reeves. Now, here's Vucevic. Pass to Hauser. Brown outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Brown's got 40 points.
And another one. That's 5 total threes on the night from him so far.
Back to Doncic. Beyond the arc. It's good from long range.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
Lakers trail by 19. Inside. Here's James. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
White against Doncic. And here's Vucevic. Six to shoot. And count it from 19 feet away. And the Celtics lead by 19.
And Vooch is an effective shooter, especially from that mid-range area.
Pass to Laravia. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. And Hayes throws it down.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
White dishes to Vucevic. Outside, White. Pass to Brown. Launches a 3. The Lakers with the rebound.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Smart against White. Now Laravia. The three for Doncic. Doncic knocks in the three.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
And White kicks to Vucevic. Back to White. Shoots over Doncic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Derek White, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls, and Los Angeles with some changes. Andre Ayton's checked in for Hayes, and it's Austin Reeves in for Jake Laravia. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
LeBron sets the screen for Reeves. Pass to LeBron. Oh, James muscles it in.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Celtics leading by 11. Brown outside. Vucevic a screen on Smart. Here's Brown. Brown gets it done inside.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Here's LeBron. Fires the 3. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to White. Here's Shireman. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Doncic has got 8 rebounds in this game. On up the court. And that one, good. Reeves has got 9 points here in the second half.
You can't leave someone open when Smart is running his team because he will find that mistake.
And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Lakers trail by 11. Here's Doncic. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one on White.
Tough make by Doncic. His unique mix of muscle and touch makes him hard to guard.
At the line for the Lakers, Luka Doncic, 1 shot.
Shooting 1.
That free throw good from Doncic. Richard, what do you see in what Luka Doncic sees on the floor?
Well, Kevin, I think he's tracking all 5 defensive players and all 4 of his offensive teammates. He always seems to find a way to get players involved.
Now, here's Brown. And get the 3.
Another missed 3, and he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Doncic. It's good!
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
Let's give a big round of applause for your dance team.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle, and Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Now here's White. Now Hauser. Outside Brown. Here's Shireman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the glass.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Here's Doncic. After the basket by Boston. Tries it from 16. Vucevic pulls it down. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 3-point game. Smart against Brown. Strong finish through the contact from Brown.
Tough. Look at Brown with a chance for one more.
Shooting for Boston, Jaylen Brown. At the line for one.
One shot.
Lakers trail by 11. Doncic! And he does not hit.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Brown inside, guarded by Smart. Here's White. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. A three-pointer. Good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And here is Doncic, following the three-pointer by Jared White.
And the level of concentration that Doncic has, even under pressure, this guy is cool as a cucumber.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Celtics.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jaylen Brown.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Oh, look at that play right there!
Okay, that's how it's done.
Woo! Wow!
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. James. Doncic outside. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Jaylen, congratulations. You had a monster game. What was your mindset coming in?
Just be aggressive, keep playing my game. No doubt, just keep executing the game plan. Everything will fall in place.
This team needs you to be aggressive. Congrats on the win.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.